Got it. There we go.
All right, here we are. Good evening, everybody. This is Alex Ditton. I'm with Underground Noise Webzine. I'd like to thank my subscribers, people that follow me on Facebook. You can find my webzine at facebook.com/undergroundnoise420. I'm here with the band Volcano Diving Incorporated. This is Webisode number 27. Welcome, guys. How's it going tonight?
Pretty good.
Tired.
I'm feeling fat and sassy.
I'm sorry, say that again, Tony.
I'm feeling fat and sassy.
Fat and sassy.
I'm plump and proud.
Sounds
Yeah, we
good.
just got back from Des Moines, so we're fucking. It's been a day.
I can imagine. First off, I'd like to ask you guys to introduce yourselves and let our fans know what you guys play in the band.
All right, you guys over at the space can start off.
I'm Matt. I play rhythm guitar. Ian. I play the bass.
I'm Robert. I just run the merch table.
And
I'm Brad.
No, I'm Tony. But no, I'm Brad. I'm the lead singer.
I suppose I would be Tony then, and I'm the lead guitar.
Very cool. Also, I'd like to ask you guys, who are your musical influences?
Oof. So like for me, a lot of the like what I do in the band and like my influences of that are a lot of like Mike Patton stuff, Tenacious D, some like Primus, sort of like trying to get more wacky out there kind of stuff as far as singing goes. Some B-52s in there, a lot of 80s bands. Tony?
System of a Down.
System of a Down.
Since we're speaking of like wacky band vocal styles, definitely it. System got me on that one there. Prince. It's like nothing to do with what kind of style we're doing here.
Say we were listening to Prince for like a good chunk of the drive back.
That is true. Yeah, we had some Prince going on the ride back.
You always got to bring some Prince in any state that you go, just to make sure everyone knows you're from Minnesota.
And the time.
And the time.
Bring them in.
You don't hear Morris Day at least once a day, then I get very angry. I get violent. Oh, I'm
Get a little too wild.
gonna grab my beverage real quick. 1 second.
My influence probably like 80s thrash, like Metallica, Testament, Slayer, that kind of stuff. A little bit of Hendrix and Pink Floyd thrown in for good measure.
No chaser.
Yeah, I'm pretty much a bit all over the place. I've kind of definitely started like on definitely a lot of new metal stuff, Slipknot, Korn. Then I started getting more into like the Elevati, Monster Magnet, pretty much just everywhere.
That's very cool. Where do you guys rehearse?
Here.
Here.
We have the interesting situation of actually having our practice space underneath Tin Whiskers Brewing.
Yeah.
Which makes it really convenient if you need a beer like in between like a practice set, because you can just literally go up one floor and there's brewery. Which totally
we got an error.
Which totally in no way possibly was a contributing factor to us getting a space here.
Well, it's centrally located.
That is true. It's in like pretty much like heart of downtown St. Paul.
That's cool.
And now we have Mr. Eric.
Eric.
Welcome,
Now
Eric.
that I realized my headset wasn't turned on.
Wow, Eric with easily like looking like a Twitch streamer and everything.
I don't have a green screen. This is just my rapey looking basement.
You have a very, I'm going to play Minecraft tonight, viewers. Look to
Invest in
you.
green screen.
I'm waiting for the RGB light to show up somewhere.
Right? You got to have
Oh,
some of those
it's-
LED lamps in the back.
It's the keyboard.
Working
That's
on
the
it.
keyboard.
Oh, there we go. Yeah. Streamer perks.
A little bit of LED going on there.
Makes it go faster.
Eric,
Yeah,
the first,
exactly.
Eric, the first question I asked was what you guys do in the band and
Oh.
who your musical influences are.
I play the drums and complain. And then musical influences are kind of all over the place, but like learning drums, I played a lot of Seven Dust and Slipknot and stuff like that.
That's very cool. I like some Slipknot songs. I wouldn't consider myself a fan, but a few of their songs stand out to me as good ones.
Oh yeah.
Brad, I see on your Facebook that you like to grow hot peppers.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we do.
I actually have a whole bunch of them frozen and ready to go to throw in some hot sauces that I'm probably gonna be making within like a week or so. I've been growing hot peppers for almost like 10 years now. And I enjoy it. It's like my nice little bit of like catharsis and everything. It's nice and relaxing to sit there and just have to focus on the peppers and what have you. But yeah, I'm growing right now some Carolina Reapers, chocolate wrecking balls. Let's see, we got Hurtberry, Death Spiral. We tried Marupia Amarellos, but those
A lot of
did
things
not.
that sound painful.
Yeah,
Despair.
if it's like change religion spicy, then I'm growing it.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you, what is the hottest pepper that you've grown? And also, have you
Oh, sounds like your microphone did something weird there.
No, we just lost audio.
what I was asking you is,
Oh, okay, now I got it.
what I was asking you is, what was the hottest pepper you have grown? And also, have you heard of Pepper X?
Oh yeah, Pepper X.
Oh,
I've
yeah.
definitely heard of Pepper X. I've been trying to get a hold of it actually. It's kind of a difficult one to get a hold of because I don't really know what the whole legality of being able to sell other clones of that specific trademark plant is. I think right now it's still like pretty experimental. I know that they use it in, of course, like hot ones, and they use it for the last dab sauce. But the hottest pepper that I've grown personally is probably either a Carolina Reaper, which I grow Carolina Reapers every year, or a few years back I had one that was called the Chocolate Champion,
Oh, wow. Yeah.
and I think the Chocolate Champion was around the same Scoville as Carolina Reaper. It was still hotter.
Bosco's.
Well, that was remember that was the year that Dan ate that little tiny one, and he thought, "Oh, it ain't gonna do nothing to me," and then we didn't see him for like the rest of the day because he was like puking his guts out in his tent.
Yeah, you get sending a vomit all over Wasco's.
Well, I mean, it's not Wasco's if it's not vomit all
Oh,
over the
speaking of,
place.
we've got the video of eating that 7-pot.
Oh, eating the 7-pot, yeah. Well, then, so I guess yeah, the hottest pepper I grow is Carolina Reaper at about like 2.1 to 2.2 million Scoville,
That sounds really cool.
which I still need to get Ian to eat one of them.
I think I'm good for now. Maybe some other time.
Come on. You can do it, Ian. I believe
Wash
in
it
you.
down with a shot of Malort.
For you.
Oh, you can take that Malort and go right to hell. I hate Malort.
All right. Me and Robert
I'll
will take all
I'll
of it.
never enjoy Malort. I appreciate what it's trying to do, but it don't work for me.
I don't. Nothing about it I like.
Well, you prefer absinthe.
Yes, the absinthe is actually palatable.
Well, if you guys ever come down to Georgia, bring some with you. I'll try one.
Oh,
Forget it.
I guess it's a liquor that's actually from a. Or do you mean the peppers? Yeah, the peppers. Yeah, I'm totally down to bring down some. Like
Cool.
how Carolina Reapers from your neck of the woods anyway, really.
Yeah, I live here in Macon, so it's about an hour drive or so to Atlanta.
South Carolina
To Atlanta,
to Atlanta. Oh,
Carolina.
what Carolina is it? East Carolina? Sure. I'm from West Carolina. It's right near South Virginia.
Yeah.
Now, for my fans that don't know about Volcano Diving, this is their debut album called The March of the Lemmings. I did a review on this album. I was very impressed.
Thank you.
And I basically put it as humor metal at its finest. I'd like to ask you guys, what song was your favorite off the whole album?
Ooh.
Fuck.
I must say I'm gonna take it over to guys over in the space for this one. I need a minute to think on that one.
I'd probably say No Cure is probably my favorite just because it's fun to play. It bounces around. I'm kind of tied with that and Blumpkin. Both are just fun.
I knew it. I knew the next answer was gonna be.
It's fun to play.
I called it.
Oh,
No, that's
No Cure is way fun to play.
Well,
It's a
then-
really good warm up song.
Well, then
Well,
the song's about, I
That
think,
shit that we had to
great.
do with the wah pedals to record No Cure, that was
Oh, yeah.
MacGyver shit. We took a bunch of sticks and taped them to two pedals so that the wah happened at the same time in both guitars.
Spencer was not experienced with guitar pedals when we were recording, or with wah pedals when we were
Well,
recording.
hey,
that.
it ain't stupid if it works now, is it?
it was a weird day. It was a weird recording day, though. That's for sure.
Yeah, it was.
Studio.
I guess
It's almost
in my opinion, like, yeah, my favorite is probably like probably also No Cure. Cause I don't know, to me that one, like, it's the most fun to like play around with, you know, do different stuff. And I use like a bunch of different vocal styles throughout it. I think I use like maybe 3 or 4 or something like that. It's a lot more diverse. Not so much just me being like again Mr. Metalhead just like yelling all the time.
That's cool. I actually like the song Wandering Beer and a Blumpkin myself, and I also like the one called Chode Slam.
Oh yeah. I guess yeah, Chode Slam's another fun one. That one's probably like my number 2 on there. Is because I definitely like doing those. Well, Blumpkin involves a number 2.
It does.
It kind of reminds me of the joke that I heard from the Echo Dot the other night. Why was the pencil stinky? Because it was a number 2.
Haha!
Ah,
Oh,
Yeah, my wife and I were in here just laughing so hard about that one. I'm like, that's one to remember forever.
yeah. The I don't know. Recording that album was it was fun. We went to this place called the Terrarium over in Minneapolis. Really great studio. Like it's an actual like big professional studio. It kind of has like, you know, fucking kitchen and a dinette and stuff for when it takes like all day to record. And that was probably like way way more professional than our music has any right sounding. And yeah, that was like probably about 2-3 years ago now. I think it was about like 2018 we recorded that, or was that 2019, Ian?
2019.
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah,
So that was one way to spend a week. for
oh
sure.
yeah, that was a hell of a way to spend the week. I mean, I spent most of the time passed out on a couch, either that or playing GameCube, but it was still
Yeah.
fun.
We were playing. Didn't they have a what were we playing on the GameCube?
Well, they had the Star Fox game. I know
Yes.
I was playing
Yeah, we were playing Star Fox.
that. How was it recording your album? Dude, it was fucking great. They had a GameCube. We were playing Star Fox. It was great. We were vibing.
Well,
Hey, you're pretty
mean-
excited about that.
once I got the drums done, a lot of times it was just hanging out because you know you do the drums first. I think one of my favorites to record was Chode Slam, just because it's one of our easiest songs, to be honest, for the drums at least. So you know we just kind of went nuts on it. But like in the moment, recording Unsavory Characters was a nightmare.
Oh yeah, that was an absolute nightmare.
I took probably 20 takes to actually play that start to finish without fucking it up.
I won't lie, my favorite song that we recorded, like the actual recording process, was probably Burns When I Pee.
Oh, that was so much fun.
Getting to watch Eric and Eric and what was it, Spencer?
Yeah.
Just sitting there like yelling into the microphone, "Whoa, Burns When I Pee!" And I'm just like, this is a magical moment.
Yeah, there's so many vocal tracks on that song. There's Brad twice, I think, right? There's
Yeah.
2 of you, 2 of me, 2 of Spencer, and then there's like a doubled up like mob track where it's the 3 of us screaming at the same microphone.
Mob track, I love that.
Well, that's what I forget his name, but that's
What,
what he
Bill?
called it, mob vocals.
Yeah, that's Will.
That's an excellent.
Oh, that's from
29.
that was over at 1459.
Yeah, no, the
Oh no, that's right.
Ian,
You're
what was
talking-
the
that
guy's
actually
name?
Over the Terrarium, yeah.
Austin or August?
Austin. Oh, August. It was August. That's right. August called it mob vocals.
August,
I
the
loved
month with a man.
I had seen that you guys did a tour just recently.
A tour in 3 parts.
it. Yeah, in bits and pieces.
Was this your
We're
first
so
tour?
proud that it's turned into our tours being progressive.
Was this your first tour?
First full tour, yeah.
Pretty much, yeah. We were mostly out of state this year, which has been an experience.
What was
It's been a
your
lot
favorite,
of driving.
what was
Yeah.
your favorite memory from the tour?
Oh, not vomiting. Well, that's your recollection. That was your experience. I don't know. For me, probably my favorite time was shit. Well, like Chicago was pretty fun. Honestly, like all things aside, like going to Chicago was really fun. Trying to think. Well, Battle Creek, Michigan, that was a fun time. Getting to go there and see the see the special buildings that are illegal in Indiana.
Yes.
Getting certain like edible substances that we can't say by name. But yeah, no, touring itself was pretty fun. Honestly, just like riding around was not as bad as I thought it would be.
It can
Then
definitely be
again, though,
expensive.
Ian would probably be more one to talk about that since he did like a majority of the driving.
We nominated Brad to be better at backing in the trailer, though.
Yeah.
I'm the
Yeah,
trailer king.
Brad or me, whichever one hasn't drank the most.
Well, it's probably you then.
But that stage in Battle Creek was incredible.
Oh yeah,
Was that the music?
yeah, the music.
Yeah, at the
factory
music
over in Battle
factory.
Creek.
I quite enjoyed that running space.
Yeah, that was wild. And it had a garbage can right on stage, so I got to watch Tony throw up
Oh yeah.
on stage. That was pretty sweet.
Now that's performance art right there. I don't care what you say.
Yeah, he ran off stage and actually spooked someone for a moment there. That was getting
Yeah. Yeah, right. It was like during one of the choruses of Chode Slam when there was a guy right on the corner, kind of by like one of the PAs or whatever. I stuck right around it when I hopped off the stage. Went right up to like the side. And I'm like sitting there kind of headbanging. He turns over and I get this double take where he's like, "Whoa!"
Dude, if you do any more vomiting on stage, we're gonna have to tell people to wear ponchos.
Yeah, make sure you're not in the splash zone.
It's like Guar.
Dude, it's like water mixed with Gallagher.
You might have to change the name to Vomit Diving. No, I'm kidding. But seriously,
Well, there's that song about throwing up. Maybe I should just reserve it for that.
Oh,
There you
yeah,
go.
yeah.
Barley wine just.
I would say barley wine is essentially about drinking a bunch of beer and puking.
my next question is, how did you guys come up with the name Volcano Diving? Who came up with it? And how many names did you have prior to that?
Well, that's before my time. Hand it off to those guys.
We had exactly 0 names before that. We hadn't decided on one, and it was Easter, and we were just drunk as hell at Ian's house, sitting on the floor in the kitchen.
Like we did a lot back in those days.
Yeah, I don't remember which one of us. I don't even know what we were talking about.
We were talking about volcanoes.
I think I suggested it as an EP name, but I'm not 100% clear on that.
I know we were drunk and talking about volcanoes, and I can't remember someone said some joke about diving into volcanoes. I was like, Matt's like, no, I don't want to do that.
Yeah. At first.
And so
See, I used to see it when I first joined. To me, it was like this fun little joke of just like, oh, what's our musical equivalent? Like, what is listening to us like equate to as far as experiences go? Oh, it's like diving into a volcano. It's painful, it hurts, and you never forget it.
That one sounds a lot more exciting.
Yeah.
Oh, we sound.
Well, I guess
Oh,
if we were to
man.
dive into a volcano, it'd be like instant death. You know?
Dude, as soon as you start listening to us, like, as soon as you start listening to us, you're like musical. Okay, 1 second here. Okay. listening to our music, like immediately, like all your good taste in music will just die instantly and just be garbage from that point on.
Well, and Ian, didn't you have people in Germany telling you that that's suicide?
Yeah.
Oh no, that was fuck. I'm trying to remember. That was at one of our shows.
You can't breathe.
Oh yeah.
You can't breathe, and
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
Yeah,
back at the fucking booze,
Oh,
like
yeah,
5
yeah.
years ago.
that's just straight up suicide, man.
That's what I'm saying. Instant death right there.
Well, like in Germany, I was telling a couple people, my friends over there, like, yeah, we're playing volcano diving. What?
They're just confused, like they're taking you super literal.
Why would you do that?
I didn't even know there were that many volcanoes in America.
I wore one of your shirts to work one day, and that's when the volcanoes went crazy in Florida, in Hawaii, and they thought I wore your shirt because of that. And they're like, "No, that's a bad," but I didn't know it would fit.
Becoming unknowingly political.
Most accidental politics ever.
I'll wear that shirt around here in town, and sometimes I'll go into the fresh market, and one day this person says to me, "Are you a volcano diver?" I'm like, "No, it's a band." I said, "Why?
You
Does
should
it look like I
always
got
tell them
burn
yes.
marks on my arms or something?" I mean, I
You
don't have
should
any
always
blisters
say
popping out of my
yes.
face.
Like we'll have to like print out some fake applications to like print with the next album.
Well, that would be hilarious.
Name Volcano Diving Inc.
We'll sell fake certificates for professional volcano diver PhD.
Well, they
have
had
to-
a lot of waivers.
Wait,
Study for 12 years just to have one really good experience. You don't never do it again.
I don't know if he would have to wear a fireman's uniform, maybe a hazmat suit to jump into one of those damn things, but who knows?
No, that's unnecessary. The only gear you need is a snorkel and a surfboard.
Yeah, exactly.
Volcano
Anything more than
surfing,
that, you're not doing it like
be a pro about it, you know?
a man.
volcano diving speedos.
Yeah,
Volcano
we're gonna get
surfing.
Speedos next. Product.
No, we got to do the speedos that only go around one leg though.
Look like
The actual like one strap version.
That could work wonders. I don't know. Beats me, but I also like to ask you guys if you guys could bring back, say, one or two dead musicians, who would it be?
Prince.
Say he's an
Shouldn't
easy,
have to
that's an
hesitate
easy
for that
one.
one. Yeah. Oh shit, Alexi Lau would say too.
I'd be curious to see what Hendrix did in like the synth era.
Oh shit, yeah. Yeah, I just got
Yeah.
there's a few musicians.
I'd say bring back Gigi, man. No, fuck that. No. Shit. Who's the fucking guy who did Alice's Restaurant? It's like Alan Guthrie or something.
Britney Spears.
Yeah, sure, whatever. She's very much still alive, but okay.
Are you sure?
Oh, I'm trying to think. Shit. See, that's a tough one. I don't know. I'd have to think about that. Is Morrissey still alive? Fuck, I don't know.
I would like to bring back Dio.
I'll say, I'm with you.
Oh yeah, well, there's
Oh,
Dio. Yeah.
You know, he just
Like that. We were listening to the fucking Heaven. and
Yeah,
Hell.
we were literally listening to Heaven and Hell on the way
And Dio all the way, and then Heaven and Hell on the way back.
out there. Oh, that's right. 'Cause we were actually
Moment back.
holy diver and shit on the way down. Oh, you know what? Okay, I got one. Audi Petrie from Acid Bath.
There you go.
Because Audi dying was kind of what killed Acid Bath, and I fucking love Acid Bath.
Now, Acid Bath, aren't they the band that used some of John Wayne Gacy's paintings?
Yeah, John Wayne
Yeah.
Gacy. They used one from Richard Ramirez, The Night Stalker, and then their album Pagan Terrorism Tactics is a piece of artwork by Jack Kevorkian,
Okay.
which I find interesting because they didn't want that artwork on any of their albums, but the fucking record label made them do it.
Wow. That's pretty twisted at the same time, you know.
Yeah.
I
I
like
mean,
some
like
of their stuff.
if you listen to their lyrical content, it matches pretty well. It blends pretty well because the lyrical content's pretty messed up.
I can only imagine. I never really paid too much attention to it. I would just
You know, I'm
listen to them
surprised. I'm
jam on
surprised
it.
Robert didn't say Peter Steele.
Hmm.
I feel like you dropped the ball on that.
The merch
Oh, yeah,
lending.
you're right.
Say, aren't you literally wearing your typo shirt right
I'm wearing one of them, yeah.
now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I happen to be wearing a band called Crusadus. They're from Illinois. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of them.
I don't think I have, but
The
at
good
the
ass
same
name.
time, I also live under a rock.
That reminds me, that one guy, whatever, after our set was saying I talk like him apparently. Or
Sound like what?
Peter Steele.
Oh, like Peter Steele, yeah.
Yeah,
It's
your
not
voice is
really
pretty
good guy
bassy like
talk.
that.
For type O, I haven't heard him just talk.
He does kind of talk like you
Really.
a little bit. Very low, deep voice.
You could probably sing like him if you could, you know?
Dude, Tony has this problem where he'll go into a place that'll look like, you know, that, but then you hear his voice and it's like 2 octaves lower than you expect someone with his face to sound.
It doesn't match up for some reason. No, I'm kidding.
It must make the voice conference very confusing because people will be like, "Are you using a pitch shifter?"
I actually get asked quite frequently if I'm faking my voice. They're like, "Are you doing that purposely?" I'm like, "No, this is literally how I talk."
It's interesting though, ain't it? How everybody
Oh,
has
yeah.
a different voice and goes about doing what they do. Like-
It's funny when you go singing like a high register.
I'm about to say, yeah, when you sing more like mid register.
Well, it depends on what I'm doing because I suppose
We should totally get you to do a typo negative cover.
I'm not opposed.
Because I mean, like, I can't get that low, but you can. Fuck it.
Gotta hold an upright bass with a strap. Be like Frank.
Oh, right.
I do want to get one of the like Warwick Triumphs. Big old upright bass.
Oh yeah, those things are nuts.
Yeah, those are crazy.
Ian, we need you to invest in a double bass.
The Warwick Triumph.
I think we'll need a
Come
longer.
on, it's only like $10,000.
Come on, as a Warwick player, you need this.
It exists.
Yeah.
You could probably
Yeah,
do
we can
Christian
get you on a
Woman.
big upright double bass, and it's like, yeah, our next song will be like, all right, fucking.
Kind of pull like one of those. When Primus is doing the Mr. Cream.
Oh, yeah.
Like, dance around the
Boom, 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 boom. Yep.
Yeah.
I
Isn't
could
the
hear you
bass
guys
player
doing
for
the Primus
Manson
cover.
playing upright?
For Manson,
Really?
I don't know.
I've seen pictures from one of his tours where a guy's
I
playing.
guess I
upright.
just, I don't know. I haven't like habitually listened to Manson in like 15 years.
Are we talking Charlie or Marilyn?
Both. They toured together.
Okay, gotcha.
Oh my God, why not the Manson family band? It'd be Charles Manson and Marilyn Manson. Oh, that's right. Charles Manson's dead.
Yeah.
Or is he?
Or is he?
I think he was an influence on the Beatles for their song called Helter Skelter.
I think he was, yeah.
Oh yeah, because that was like his whole thing, wasn't it?
Yep.
Influenced by the song Helter Skelter.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He was reading into the Beatles all too hard there.
Oh,
So
that's
it's a
right.
chicken and
You
egg
told me
kind of
about
thing.
that story.
Yeah, Charles Manson was like a huge Beatles fanatic. It was like
So that
coding their songs in a weird way, like these words mean this or whatever, and they're actually putting secret messages in their songs.
and then
And he was just another guy walking down the road going, I love that interview video. It's so
Now-
active.
Before you guys do a show for your audiences, what would you say is what gives you guys the most energy?
Vomiting.
alcohol. Too
Vomiting
bad
and alcohol.
Hey, if it's anything, I don't drink as much as I used to. Okay. But no, Yeah, like before I get on stage, I'll have like a couple drinks just to like loosen up a little bit, and then I don't know. I'm one of those people. I kind of like going from a cold start, not like warming up too much. I don't know. It's probably a very stupid thing, and I'm gonna regret it later in life, but it's what I do. I'm not known for my smart decisions.
I don't warm up a whole lot either.
There's Farley.
That's like, yeah, when I see like Tony and Matt and Ian and you guys are like all sitting there like practicing, I was like, I don't need none of that.
Yeah, I suppose I do a little warm up session, vocal and guitar.
Well, also you, it's like tuning is a big part of it.
Yeah. I've got a 2 and 3 guitars usually.
Hey, Matt, should we tell them about your massive satanic sacrifice you make before every single show?
It's why we need the trailer. We
Well,
gotta carry the
obviously.
bodies around.
I mean, how many goats do you think I can carry by hand?
Oh, washing out the trailer through the tour.
It's gonna
I think
Well,
I
that's why we
think,
get the
Brad,
U-Haul.
I think
You just send
3.
them back and say it was broken.
Whoa, allegedly. How much of this can
Allegedly.
How much of this can disclose without a lawyer?
That's why I had the crucifix at the one show, you know?
Oh, yeah. That was all
Yes.
part of it.
Oh man, some people definitely left the venue like as soon as I showed that off. I had a giant upside down cross made of cocks on my back.
That was
And I even went there. It was even better because like I went to the venue wearing a Just Entombed shirt and they're like a brutal death metal band from Australia, and the artwork is the hanging of Saint Peter. So he's like on the crucifix upside down, and I tell people it's like, oh, that's right, we're not a death metal band. We got to stay a little more on brand. So I rip off the shirt and this upside down cross made of dicks.
I'm
Just a
showing it
bunch
off,
of-
Brad. It's right here.
There it is. Enjoy the demonetization.
It's not realistic enough.
Yeah, that's right. It's an artistic rendering. It's more cultured, if anything.
It's a little bit cartoonish, but it works.
My whole life.
Eric's just always spending his time looking at cartoon dicks.
No, I just meant it's a little cartoonish, but it works.
Now, this next
It
question
does
I
the
have.
job. That's why Eric's got it on his
Yep.
phone.
This next question I have is for the bassist and also the guitarist of the band. How often do you guys change your guitar strings?
Oh shit. Usually I give it about a week or at least about a week and a half before shows. I always switch to strings and stretch them out a little bit because I like the fresh tone, and I just don't like the possibility of having to snap a string. That's why I always have like a duplicate guitar as well. But
Well, it's like wearing, something other than fresh underwear on stage.
it's still
It does.
dirty.
It does its job, but there's some stank.
Yeah, I'll generally change strings before recording.
You almost said you wear fresh underwear before shows, didn't you?
Yeah.
Caught ya.
I wear bass strings too.
I need all G strings on my bass.
what you don't change it
Those
every
get
time.
usually a little crusty.
Oof.
That kind of
Why
brings
is
up
there,
a
why is there cheese on your bass strings?
And before we start doing heavy shows, other than that, I'll keep on until they break.
Classic bass player.
I use mixers to last a bit longer. So if I'm playing a lot, probably about every 3 months. But for like the band guitar, like before we start playing a bunch of shows, and last week because I broke a string in Fort Wayne somehow. But
Oh yeah, I remember that now.
I had never seen you break a string. That was wild.
That was very weird. I was very thrown off by that.
I'm sure Matt was.
I was about to say, I'm sure he was more surprised than I was.
I was excited to see you bust out the fan fret though.
Well, I'm so used to seeing you guys like switch out your strings all the time. Like I'm not used to ever having us break a string live.
I think that's the first time I've ever broken a string live. And I think playing guitar since I was like 12. I think it's probably the 4th time I've actually broken a string total.
Yeah.
Oh damn.
Well, because
Still
realistically,
new
you know, if you're
experience.
because if you know if you're switching out your strings regularly, that should never actually be a problem. Except for what is it, bass player for Mastiff, Neil. He'll sit there and like totally different band, but it's another Minnesota local band, but their bass player, he'll sit there on the last song and just break his bass strings one by one. Which good flex. I gotta give points for that because that's pretty cool. That's also very expensive.
Oh yeah, he had him on Minnesota Takedown in 2015, and by the end of the show, he had no strings on his bass, like maybe one.
Playing a one-string bass.
That's Claypool.
Yeah, it's true.
That's one question I figured I would ask because I've never asked anybody that before. And it kind of reminds me of the joke that I came up with.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, you know why guitarists make great lovers?
Why?
They enjoy plucking G strings.
I like it.
Cool. Very cool.
And my other, also for the string thing, I know, I don't play guitar in this band, obviously, but in my other band, I play guitar and do vocals with Tony here. And, oh man, I'm so much worse at switching out my strings than the rest of you are. Like, I'll go up on stage with,
I switch out the
I
strings.
say, like, I'm
guilty.
such a fucking pretty princess when it comes to like making sure I got fresh strings on my guitar.
The last couple sets we played with Snops, I switched them out.
I still got the same set of elixirs on my bass when we started playing live.
I'll say I love elixirs. Elixirs are like my go-to string because you can get a set of like nano web elixirs and play them for like 2 months and they'll still sound almost brand new.
I use Ernie Ball Cobalt strings.
The cobalts are not bad. I like the cobalts. What is it?
I'm using the not evens.
Well, not even slinkies. Yeah. For a while, I was trying with Deodario, but I don't want to fuck with that no more. I'm just gonna stick with elixirs. Cost me less money in the long run.
I was playing bass. I used Dean Markley's Blue Steels all the time. Those are pretty sweet.
Blue Steel.
Yeah, exactly.
Was it designed by Derek Zoolander?
No, but I enjoyed that reference.
I call this one Le Tigre.
Blue Steel, that kind of sounds like a beer company name.
It does, but they
Right?
would make really shitty beer.
It would probably taste
Yeah,
like
it sounds
Blue
like
Steel.
some fucking Busch Light shit.
Just
Oh,
bread
Brad.
soda.
No.
It would be the
Like-
craft beer version of Colt 45.
Oh, so
Yeah.
yeah.
I was just about to say it'd probably be a malt liquor or something like that, you know?
You can
To
only
me,
find
like
them
Pabst
for-
Blue Ribbon is like the classiest of the trashiest.
Yes, PBR, pure white trash beer.
I'm
Yeah,
like trash. I'm in trouble.
Yeah.
Well, I got another question for you guys. I'm trying to remember what it was.
I may have an answer.
Do you guys keep in touch with your fans?
We do what we can. Well, lately with like touring, we've been hitting up like a lot of new places, and so we haven't had a lot of time to do like local shows as much as we want to. So I know next year we're gonna have some more local shows going because usually like back in the day when we were doing a lot of local shows, like all of our fans and stuff, we would see either at shows or at like parties and stuff because Twin Cities area, we have like a decent metal scene, but yeah, it's like a tight knit community. Clickiness here and there, all that good stuff. But so it's like, yeah, we'd go to a show and be like, oh, it's there's like the 3 bands that we used to do shows with, or well, the 2 bands we used to do shows with were like Endless Rain and Infamous Memories. So it'd always be like Endless Rain, Infamous Memories, Volcano Diving. And so it'd be like we ended up like forming this almost like posse of like 3 bands that were doing shows all the time.
Oh, we got Reverend Pokemon.
When we go to like Wasco's, we always have like a little
I'm
cluster.
about to say, yeah, whenever we're at Wasco, we're always at the same like grouping.
Yeah.
But
And
it's
we
like,
just
yeah,
kind of
we.
openly invite to the circle, like, oh hey, come on in. We got a fire.
But yeah, so we do what we can to try and stay in touch with bands. Admittedly, I'm a misanthropic fuck, and so it's really hard to get me to do anything. But I know that we still do what we can as much as we can. Admittedly, I gotta pull my weight a little harder on
Are there any bands that you haven't toured with that you've always wanted to tour with?
that. Psycho Stick,
That's
Psycho Stick,
definitely
Tenacious D.
Psycho Stick, Ailstorm.
Hailstorm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lydia Can't Breathe would be cool to do a tour with them again.
They were fun.
Like to actually go on tour with them.
Yeah, those guys are fun.
Or what is it? Kissing Candace. That was another good one. I think they're still doing stuff. Pretty sure they just did a show like a month or so ago.
Yeah, every time Psycho Stick comes through town, we're always like
We're always trying to
Trying.
get on that bill.
trying really hard,
Trying really hard.
but we just don't know the right people, the right dicks to suck, I guess.
Yeah, that's true.
What's the possibility that given that ever an open window of opportunity, playing with system would be fucking amazing.
Playing with system would be really cool. Yeah.
That would be on like probably what
And
I
then glossy-eyed Darren Black.
Even though they'd probably look at us and go, "Who are these fucking clowns?" Like.
If they called us clowns, that means they understand, though.
There you go. Honk, honk.
Oh, that just basically brings me to my word of the day. It's called understand. People who are shorter than me understand me.
Hey, I like it.
But yeah, I got a couple more questions for you guys. What tuning do you play in?
Thud,
Half step down.
thud, bang, and smash. That's what my drums are tuned to.
Yeah.
Say I have no idea what we play in. I think it's like 7-string
Half
drop.
step down standard.
Yeah.
Like
No, I'm in A sharp standard and then drop A sharp for the system song.
oh, okay, so A sharp.
And then
standard.
A sharp standard with a sharpened F for like 3 of our songs.
Which
We
is so
should consider-
down for the kind of music we play.
No,
But
we should consider B flat standard. Have you thought
Oh, yeah.
about that?
Yeah.
I don't know how flat.
ha! That's a
Well-
music theory joke.
Ah, I knew
flat
somebody
I
would
want
get it.
to be.
That's a joke for the cultured gentleman.
A joke.
B flat.
Sounds about right.
My favorite part about this band is I'm the drummer and I know the most music theory.
Hey,
That
I
is
want to say, me, Ian, and Eric, we all have a little bit of music theory knowledge. I have the least because I just drank and partied a lot in college. And those two actually took college seriously.
I just took a bunch of hallucinogens and stared at a guitar and screamed at it until it started making noise.
You know, that's what you gotta do sometimes. You gotta intimidate it.
Yeah.
You gotta show it who's
You gotta make
boss.
it work for you.
Exactly.
And now it does. And
I
look where it's
don't.
gotten.
I don't play the notes. I just put my hand close to it with a threatening aura, and they arrange themselves out of fear. I'm the Chuck Norris of guitar.
You kick it.
It's a
I
bold
take
statement.
it. Roadhouse.
You know, Chuck Norris sleeps with a pillow under his gun. There's my Chuck
Yeah,
Norris
I
joke
haven't
for
heard
today.
that one. I like that one.
I'll have to remind you about that, Brad, in case you ever forget.
Oh, you will.
You guys come through Atlanta, I'll be there. I'll be like, okay, I need you guys to sign this for me. I'll make sure I got a gold Sharpie with me too.
See, at our shows, I don't sign people. People sign me.
I'll have to sign your forehead. Just like Al.
Put in that good
Alex.
oil like Sharpie that it doesn't come off for like a good week.
Yeah, I'm sorry. The Crayola markers just wash off since they're washable.
You know, I found out something interesting. And that is that apparently makeup removal wipes work really well for Sharpies.
Do they?
Because we were at or what it was like in Chicago, I think, and we were at O'Hare in the hotel there, and it's like makeup removal. Well, try that because I usually end up with like cocks and like offensive shit all over myself by the end of the night because I just let people draw on me. And yeah, works really well. So for all of you touring musicians who like to draw on yourselves because you're too much of a pussy to get a tattoo, like I am, use a makeup removal wipe. That's Brad Grimm's kernel of knowledge for you.
It actually helps quite a bit because there's been a lot of hotels where we wake up in the morning and Brad's just color.
Oh my god, yeah, like seriously, like I'll go to sleep and I will like sleep on the bed and I got Sharpie all over me. Then we wake up, I look at the sheets, it was like somebody murdered a clown.
Well, when you have a red Sharpie, it really looked bad one time.
Like, oh my god, who shot the clown?
That's funny.
It's the little things you don't think about like before you actually start doing them.
That is pretty funny, though. I have to admit. Who shot the clown?
Yeah.
Wait, I never thought about that. Eric, you got tattoos?
No, I'm too indecisive.
Does like Ian or Matt have tattoos?
I'm kind of the same way, nothing committed.
Really? So that means that Tony's the only one with tattoos.
Well, every time I think of an idea, I just think back to something I loved when I was 10 years younger
That
and
you
hate
hate
now. And I can talk myself out of it pretty easy.
I've got
we
tattoos.
got Bill underneath Rob's here.
Because like 18 years ago, I could have got a Disturbed tattoo. Not now.
Now you're probably thinking, thank God I did not get that
Yep.
tattoo.
Yeah, I got a few of my own. This says rock you all. You turn around backwards, says you all rock.
Nice.
Oh, that's a good idea.
And then you got Zyklon right there. I don't know if you
nice.
guys remember that band or not. This is my former death metal band that I used to have, Obliterated Soul. Then I got this, my elephant right here.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yep.
Nice.
I've been thinking about trying to get a tattoo, but yeah, I run into the same problem Eric runs into where it's just like, I just know that in 10 years, with how indecisive and cynical I am towards myself, I will immediately just start hating it, like probably within a few months.
Well, apparently you can buy a laser.
I'll make a suggestion for you, Brad. Just write on your stomach, put Volcano Diving, and have somebody get one of those tattoo guns and start going to town.
Maybe I'll just have like a dick that just goes down like that, and then just dribbles right into the mouth or into the nose.
Brad, instead of teardrops, you could just have dicks.
Oh, dick drops. Yes.
Oh,
Tear dick.
God.
Is it better as a tear dick? Or dick drop?
Just put outlines of pictures on you, and we fill them in at every show.
Connect the
I'll get a
dots.
fucking tattoo on the back on my back that says, "What are you looking at, dick nose?"
Well, do whatever you feel is good. You know what I'm saying?
I gotta have whatever tattoo I have. It has to be like cringingly Minnesotan.
You gotta get a tattoo of
From Minnesota.
You could just get the word
towards
"oh."
the hole saying, "Come on, that dirty hole, you rascal, you rabbit."
Oh, that's fucking great! I love it. God damn. Why do you have all the best tattoo ideas?
I guess we all came together on that one.
I suppose I haven't seen my ass before.
Bigger tidbits, of course.
I'm gonna get a tattoo on the back of my head that says "Let go of my ears. I know what I'm doing."
I've had a few friends along the way say to me, "I'm jealous of what you do, dude." I'm like, why are you jealous? You're gonna make my balls cramp and make my nipples cry. Come on. It just makes total sense to me to be doing what I do because I enjoy it so much.
Yeah.
Well, hey guys, I got one last question, and that is, do you guys have any last words for Underground Noise?
Look for new shit next year. Working on
kill
new
everyone
shit.
now. Legalize cannibalism. Eat shit. No. What a wonderful day for an execution. expect us to get around to Georgia sometime, eventually. Rome
Yeah,
wasn't built in a day.
I'd love to play Atlanta for sure.
No, it would be nice. Plus, I'd like to actually get out to Virginia too, because I got a lot of family out in Virginia.
I think a few more words would be pizza, lamps, Jackie Chan.
Oh, Pizza Lamb Jackie Chan.
Oh,
Dude, that's the name
yeah.
of our new song, right?
It's not Jackie Chan.
It's not Jackie Chan. Many things, but one thing it is not is Jackie Chan.
Yeah, I'd say just watch for new music because we've got a lot of stuff that's like
Eric, you do not
80%
watch music,
done.
listen to music, okay?
You need to see that the music is there with your eye holes.
This door sounds brown.
Yeah, we've got a lot of tracks that are like 80% done, and I know we're hoping to do another recording session. I'll say that.
They call me Mr. Non-Completionist. I get close to the end and then I fall short.
Isn't that Blue Balls?
Yeah, it's musical edging. That should be what we call our music. Volcano Diving is musical edging.
That Ian, write that on the album.
Dude,
Musical edging.
Album.
That poster right by Robert's head. That's our album ideas.
Great.
Write down musical edging right now.
Metal Edge.
I remember that magazine. That wasn't really my favorite. I liked Metal Maniacs a lot better.
Vocabulary of a 5.
Yeah.
You guys might want to write it.
No, that'll make it funnier.
That's you take entirely serious all the time.
Grab the whiteboard marker.
Oh.
Although if we tell Bill Hauser the idea is musical edging, I'm not sure we could put like
We
our
might
album
end
art
up
on
with a piece
Facebook.
of artwork that we have to censor.
Yeah, we might get album art that can't go on Facebook.
I mean, like our March of the Lemmings artwork is like just one step below something that would have to be censored. Not that I'm against having extremely explicit artwork.
I gotta say, every time I look at that, I realize I notice more people from the local scene on there.
It gets a lot more attention. I mean, look at Cannibal Corpse with the Wretched Spawn, Butchered at Birth.
Yeah.
Those caused a lot of controversy back in the day.
Oh, and Butchered at Birth is fucking great artwork, but yeah, I can definitely see why people didn't like it.
Yeah, that's Vince Locke for you.
Sure.
Oh yeah, Jesus is a cunt. That's another one from Cradle Phil.
I ran with that one last
Let's
tour.
say, Robert, you were sitting there wearing that through like fucking Indiana through the fucking
No, we went and got breakfast at that breakfast place, and the table right behind Robert was talking about Jesus the whole time.
Oh, that's right. No, yeah, when we were in Battle Creek or Kalamazoo.
Yeah, they were talking about how important Jesus Christ is to them.
And then literally just on our
The
table,
back of
next to
Robert's
Jesus
shirt
is a
says
cunt.
Jesus is a cunt on it.
Now this video will get demonetized. Shit. Forgot what I was thinking. We've already, oh my God, I didn't realize we drank as much of this as we did. It's okay. Loosens up the gears. But
Need to lubricate the world.
I need this dog to lubricate the world. Bunch of jokes that literally only make sense to us.
Yeah.
That's all right.
Really falling flat.
We're gonna make like the rest of our songs like all Family Guy and South Park references, plus like comedy movies that no one's ever seen.
Can't forget
That's
Sunny.
gonna be the future of our career. Hope you're ready, Ian. Get ready for a wild ride.
Well, I'd like to thank you guys for your time tonight. It's been a blast.
Dude, not a problem, man. Happy to do this. I'm sorry that it's been a complete shitstorm trying to get this interview going. Trying to get it all set up and situated.
Been a busy few
Last weekend would have been rough.
Last weekend would have been really rough because yeah, we were really worn out from Michigan and Indiana and just doing like 10 to 12 hour drives there and back.
Yeah, we're all pretty much zombies collectively at one point.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, as soon as like Ian took over on the fucking like on the wheels when we hit like Hudson, I was like half asleep almost immediately.
And then you had to back the trailer in at night.
Dude, I even slept for like a quarter of the way back today. It's
Out of
like, I
work.
don't know. I ain't as young as I used to be. I ain't nice and spry, you know?
Yeah, thanks again, you guys. It's been great. And
I suppose since we're growing
Oh, what do we
to
got?
the end of the interview here, this is the part where I whip out my balls.
Oh yeah, you got here we go. Too hot for YouTube. 18 plus. You're gonna need a credit card for this. See, we're nothing if not multi-talented people.
That just goes back to us being circus clowns.
Exactly. We're a bunch of fucking clowns.
at first, I thought you were going to bring out a hacky sack.
Oh
Yeah,
my
how
God.
come we don't play hacky
I
sack
like
on
hacky
tour?
sack while sitting on a couch.
We should
No.
play.
Back when I saw Decrepit Birth and Odious Mortem and also Deeds of Flesh, the boys from Odious Mortem were playing hacky sack in the parking lot when I showed up. With a,
Dude, I
with a friend of
remember.
mine.
Say, speaking of Deeds of Flesh, I remember. I didn't see the show. My buddy went there. It was Deeds of Flesh at the Skyway. Sorry, but no, he ended up coming back with a fucking a Deeds of Flesh vaporizer. Like,
Oh, wow.
dude, Deeds of Flesh has like the best goddamn merch I've ever seen. They get so much weird shit. It's like that's why we need Volcano Diving brand condoms.
Right.
You should get Volcano Diving butt plugs.
Volcano,
You have to listen to us.
Pretty much.
Volcano Diving brand amyl nitrate.
Oh, no, that can't happen.
You really want to party it out, man? Fucking, let's all go volcano diving.
That's
Oh,
funny.
volcano diving poppers.
One of my Jew.
Yeah, thank you again, you guys. It's been great.
Volcano
Yeah,
diving
thanks for
brand
having us.
condoms.
You're
Too, they
welcome.
gotta be safety orange and not see-through at all. It looks like you're getting rammed by a parking cone, just a really tiny one. Oh,
That was fun.
goddamn.